So when I think about the history of Muslims in America, I think we need to realize we're really looking at the slave period. So we're looking at the 17th century. Anywhere between a quarter and a third of all slaves brought to this country were Muslim. So this is a really important part of American history that I think a lot of people fail to realize. And then you get another wave of Muslim immigrants coming in the 19th century. Upwards of 80% of this wave of Arab immigrants to the United States are in fact Christian. So roughly 20% is Muslim. This is why we have some of the earliest mosques in this country in the Midwest, because this is where a lot of the Arab Muslim immigrants ended up settling. Then you get another wave of migration in the mid-20th century, mostly from South Asia, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, a little bit from Iran, and a little bit from Afghanistan. But of course, there's also a very large African American community in this country. So in the United States now, actually about a third of all Muslims are African American, and more than 60% are American born, which is very difficult to square with this idea that this is a foreign religion that's recently come to America. This country relied on Muslims to build this country and continue to be important contributing members of American society. I think, one of the ways we have to start thinking about Muslims is the way they are contributing American citizens, the way they are part of America's cultural life. Keith Ellison recently spoke about Salman Hamdani, who was a first responder on 9/11. And because he was a Muslim, it was assumed that he was a terrorist, rather than being one of the first peoples to rush to the towers to actually save people's lives. That, to me, is one of the most heartbreaking aspects of being a Muslim in America now, that one of the heroes of 9/11 was treated as a terrorist. That, to me, is a shock and a disgrace. But I think as well, we need to realize when we watch sports, Hakeem Olajuwon from the Houston Rockets is probably one of the most well-known Muslim basketball players, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In football, you've got lots of Muslim athletes. Then, of course, you come to actors, and Asif Mandvi on The Daily Show is incredibly well-known. And in music, you've got hip-hop artists Lupe Fiasco, Mos Def, very open about their Muslim identity. These are songs, these are TV shows, these are sports we all watch on a regular basis. And nobody, I think, would ever go up to Muhammad Ali and say, "You're a terrorist, get out of this country." Because we understand something primal, that he is American because he's in the public eye. And I think we need to start thinking about the Muslims who aren't in the public eye in the same way, that they too are America.